bringing you a video on Lolita. I believe this is part 5. I've got some good news and I got some bad news. I always like to start with the bad news first. The bad news is, well, I guess it's a double-edged sword here. I fixed Lolita. I know you wanted to see every step. I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you. Just be patient. All right. So we went through the entire fuel system. We found rust. We found bad filter. We found all kinds of little problems in there. We got the fuel system working right, but yet Lolita still didn't run right. It would start, it would die, and then it would start back up again, but it didn't run right. So it didn't stay running. So we knew it wasn't the fuel system. Fuel system's good. I went to electrical. So I want to show you what I do, especially when I have a 1.6. So when I have a 1.6, you come in a little closer. I always carry these extra parts, okay? I carry an extra coil pack that I know is good, an extra cam angle sensor, and an extra airflow meter. So anytime that I have a problem with the way the car runs, a lot of times these are my go-to items right here. So I keep these on hand, especially if I'm going to the racetrack. If you remember the video that I did on things that you should bring it to track, I had all of these items in the tub, especially if you got a 1.6. 1.8, not quite as important, but still important, but definitely if you're rolling a 1.6. Now, what I usually do is I change the cam angle sensor on the car, and I did that to Lolita. So I had a good cam angle sensor, I put it on there, and if you come around to the engine, so what did I do? Well, follow me. Are you still following me?
Yeah.
We got new filming people. You know, Mike, he bailed out on me, so now I got to make do. So I'll be having the kids film me. So this is my cam angle sensor, and I want to show you what I do to replace it and how I fix Lolita. So come on. So I got a 1.6 engine right here, and I'll just hook this up. So the cam angle sensor goes around back here. Come on over here so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here's where the cam angle sensor goes right here, all right? Now, if you notice on this cam angle sensor, this line is not directly in the middle. It's off to one side, and so is the little slot where it goes in here. So come on, take a close look. So there's a slot in here where the cam angle sensor goes, and it's off to one side. Now, when the engine is out like this, it's very easy to see what's going on. Okay, it's really easy to see, oh yeah, I just put this in there like this and we'll be good to go, okay? But when you're doing this in the car, it's not so easy. So here I'm gonna give you some tips. So once I got the cam angle sensor and I'm out, and I'm usually sitting like this, what I do is I stick my finger back here and I see where the slot is at, okay? So now I know the slot is running about like this. So what I try to do, and I'm gonna go ahead and loosen up these two cam hold downs, with a 12 millimeter, and that's going to allow me to move around a little bit. There's two ways of doing this, so I'll show you both ways. All right, so I got this a little loose. So I know my slot is right here, so I'm kind of roughly going to position it like that, and then I work it back and forth in there, and then I just try to keep moving it like this, trying to line that up. But now I don't know if it's going to be like this or like this, because like I said, this is off. So I kind of try both of them. All right, so I see it goes like that as I try to put it in. There it is. Okay, so I could do that in the car, and then I would put my hold down bolt on and snug it down. Now I'm going to show you a trick about 1.6s, but you got to come over here and look over my shoulder, one way or the other. All right. You see this big gap right here? I can tell you, in order to get it close to where it'll start, it's about right there. See how much of a gap I see there? See, it's a big old gigantic gap. And if I put this about right there, I'm going to be really close on the timing. It isn't perfect. You still have to set the timing, but I'm going to be close enough where it's going to start and not run too bad, okay? Now, I told you I'd tell you another method. So, if you're struggling with putting that on in the car, just take the valve cover off, okay? Take the valve cover off. You can even take these 2 cap bolts all the way off. This cap will come off, and then you can very easily put the cam angle sensor in there, line it up, snap it into place where it sits flush like this one here it is, and then just go ahead and retighten these back up. Okay, I usually leave them a little bit loose until I got my cam timing set. So that's the way I replace the cam angle sensor. I can do it in the car. It's not a lot of fun, but I do it like that. Unless I take the valve cover off, then it makes it really simple, but it's a little longer process, okay? So the problem with Lolita was the camshaft positioning sensor failed on it, and that was causing a problem. We put it in there. As you see, little Lolita fires right up and starts up, and it's ready for you to come down here and buy it. All right, so Lolita is going to go up for sale. All right, so the next video I bring you will be on how do I set the timing, the ignition timing. Once I want to get this set perfect, and so my next one will be on setting the ignition timing on little Lolita. All right, I'll see you at the racetrack. Bye now.